Howdy guys, Bookie Laura here. Today's video is something a bit different. Anyone who watches my channel is going to know that I'm a massive avid reader. I love reading, that's why I do this. If you have watched regularly, you may also know that I have a little boy who's 4 years old. As I love reading so much, I really want to share with him that passion and get him as interested in reading as I am, and I feel like I'm well and truly failing that as a parent. So this video is kind of about ways to get young children, preschool aged children, interested in books and in reading. I'm not stupid, I know he can't read yet, but I still think that I wish he was more interested in books. I'm going to start with what I think is the most obvious one, and that I imagine every parent in the whole wide world does, or I like to think that they do, and that is bedtime stories. Since the day my little boy came to live with me, we have had a bedtime story every single day. I think it's a really important way of getting him interested in books, and it builds into the routine. Another thing that I've done right from the get-go was to get involved in our local library. I'm a huge library fan, as you probably all know, and we go to the library every week, get books out, bring them home, and then take them back the following week. We've also this year, because he's finally old enough, got involved with the Summer Reading Challenge, which is something that's run by libraries all over the country that encourages children to read 6 books, and they get certificates and medals and stuff. The third thing that I think parents find more difficult is to be a positive role model for reading. I read a lot. I would say that my little boy sees me reading at some point every day. I think that's important for him to see that reading is a part of my life, and it slots in so really easily. All these things I've been doing since he moved in. So for 2 years I've been doing all these things, but he's never really seemed that passionate about books. He reads them because it's routine, he enjoys listening to stories, but he has no drive. He never goes, very rarely goes and picks up a book of his own accord. I did wonder whether this was just normal, and actually maybe lots of children are like this, but my sister's children are absolutely obsessed with books. They will pick up books at every opportunity and read them. I've tried to encourage him to tell me stories, but he gets really funny about it. If I ever say to him, why don't you read me a book tonight? He'll say, I can't read. I'm quite sort of reassured that when he learns to read, he is going to be into reading, but I think I'm looking for ways to encourage him prior to that. So at the start of this summer, I decided to try a few more things. The first thing that I did was at the start of the summer holidays, we reorganised his bedroom. At the moment, we have a bookshelf in the corridor, in the hallway, and that's where he gets his books from. And all I did was ask him to pick out a handful, sort of 10-15 books to have in his bedroom, so that when he goes in to get toys, he sees them. They're there right in front of him all the time. So obvious, don't know why I didn't do it sooner. Another thing that I did was to change his bedtime routine. So previously his bedtime routine was that we would go to bed, have the bedtime story, and he would go to sleep. So what we've introduced now is before he goes to bed, we have half an hour book time before he goes to bed. Sounds really lame. But for that time, all we do is look at books. I will read with him, he'll read on his own. We just have that. It's really good for chilling out before bed anyway. But I just thought having that opportunity to really, that's devoted to books and to reading, might make a difference. And it really has. The last thing that I've tried, or the last thing that I've noticed, to lower my expectations. I want him to enjoy books, I want him to enjoy reading, so I think I've always looked at good quality books for that purpose. To be brutally honest, if I want him to be more interested in books independently, it just helps if they make a load of noise. The ones that have got buttons on that make noise, and he's got a Thomas the Tank Engine one that the wheels spin, he'll get those books out and look at them way more. So lower expectations and let him read more younger age books. This video is not about here's how to get your child reading, not at all, because I'm holding my hands up and saying he's not that interested in it. This video is about a few of the things that I've tried, but also it's a plea from me that if you have any ideas of how to get him more interested in reading, I would love to hear them. And I will see you next time, guys. Bye bye.